Welcome to my first educational vlog. I'm excited to start this new chapter and help make learning simple and fun. Today I'm going to talk about the UGC Net Paper 1. The first unit is Teaching Aptitude. In this I'm going to talk about the teachings related topic, its concept, objectives, levels of teaching, i.e. memory, understanding, and reflective, characteristics, and basic requirements. Concept of teaching. Teaching is a methodology in which various activities are involved. The word teaching is derived from the word to teach, which means to instruct. It means a process in which one individual gains knowledge or learns something from a more knowledgeable person. Teaching is skillful application of knowledge, experience, and scientific principles with an objective to set up an environment to facilitate learning. Teaching aptitude is a part of teaching in which a teacher tries to mold, shape, and develop the behavior of students according to the needs, cultures, and thoughts of the society. Teaching aptitude is made up of two words, teaching and aptitude, which refers to the quality of a teacher by virtue of which he teaches his students. In other words, various teaching aids, teaching methodologies, and teaching activities which are necessary for teaching are collectively called teaching aptitude. It is a part of teaching in which studies are above on the relationship of teacher and students in conducive and controlled environment. Definitions of teaching. Some renowned scholars have defined teaching, which are given below. H.C. Morrison defines, teaching is an intimate contact between a more mature personality and less mature one, which is designed to further the education of the latter. Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam's quote, teaching is a noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of an individual. If people remember me as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for me. Explanation. In this quote, Dr. Kalam emphasizes the greatness and value of the teaching profession. Let's break it down. 1. Teaching is a noble profession. Teaching is not just a job. It is respected, honorable, and deeply meaningful. A teacher holds a special place in society because they are responsible for shaping young minds. 2. That shapes the character, caliber, and future of an individual. A teacher helps students develop character, values, discipline, and ethics. Caliber, abilities, talents, and confidence. Future, guiding them toward success and responsible citizenship. This means a teacher doesn't just give knowledge, but molds the entire personality of a learner. 3. If people remember me as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for me. Dr. Kalam believed that being a good teacher is more valuable than any title or award. He felt that inspiring others and making a difference in their lives through teaching is the highest recognition he could receive. In simple words, Dr. Kalam is saying that teaching is a very special job because it helps students grow into good, capable people. And for him, being remembered as a good teacher would be the greatest reward of his life. Objectives of teaching. Teaching is not just about giving information. It is about guiding students, helping them grow, and preparing them for life. It is an interactive process where the teacher helps students learn through various methods and experiences. The goals or objectives of teaching should be clear, outcome-based, and measurable, meaning they should focus on what the student will learn and be able to do after the lesson. Let's explain each of the objectives mentioned. 1. To bring desired changes in students' attitude. Teaching aims to improve the way students think, feel, and behave. For example, helping them develop a positive attitude toward learning, respect for others, and responsibility in life. 2. To shape behavior and conduct of students. One major goal is to guide students toward good habits, discipline, and moral behavior. It's about helping them become well-mannered and respectful individuals. 3. To develop children into social and efficient members of society. Teaching prepares students to live and work well with others. It helps them learn cooperation, communication, and how to be useful and responsible members of the community. 4. To develop conceptual, intellectual, and subject-specific skills. Teaching helps students understand important concepts like democracy, gravity, health, etc. Improve thinking and reasoning skills, intellectual skills. Gain specific knowledge and skills in subjects like math, science, history, etc. 5. To develop understanding, teaching promotes deep understanding of topics not just memorizing. It helps students connect ideas, solve problems, and apply what they learn in real-life situations.
Here's a simple and clear explanation of the extended objectives of teaching. To improve the learning skills of students, teaching is not just about giving knowledge, but also about helping students learn how to learn. This means methodological thinking, teaching students how to approach problems step by step or follow a clear process. Critical thinking, helping them analyze information, ask questions, and think deeply. Creative writing and expression, encouraging original ideas and imagination in writing and speaking. These skills make students independent, thoughtful, and confident learners. The overall objective of teaching, the main goal of teaching, goes beyond just academics. It is to build the overall personality of the learner. This means helping students grow in all areas, mentally, emotionally, socially, and morally, so they become well-rounded individuals. To develop the learner's capability as thinkers, teaching should help students become independent thinkers who can question, understand, solve problems, and make decisions wisely. To bring change in the behavior of students, teaching should guide students toward positive behavior changes, such as becoming more responsible, respectful, disciplined, and kind. In short, the ultimate aim of teaching is not just to fill minds with facts, but to sharpen thinking skills, encourage creativity, build strong values, shape good behavior, and help students become capable, thoughtful, and responsible individuals. This is what makes teaching a powerful and meaningful profession. Here's a structured and clear explanation of the 3 levels of teaching with the associated models and key features. Levels of teaching. Teaching operates at 3 hierarchical levels, each requiring a different degree of cognitive engagement from the learner. These levels were proposed by various educational psychologists and differ in goals, strategies, and learner involvement. 1. Memory level of teaching, based on Herbert's teaching model, also known as thoughtless teaching, proposed by Herbert, used in lower classes or with beginners. Focus, rote memorization of facts and information. Nature of learning, mechanical and superficial. Teaching process, stimulus-response, SR-based. Learner's role, passive. Teacher's role, dominant and authoritative. Instructional method, repetition, drill and practice. Example, learning multiplication tables, definitions, dates. Goal, to develop the ability to retain and reproduce learned content. 2. Understanding level of teaching, based on Morrison's teaching model, also known as thoughtful teaching, proposed by H.C. Morrison, used in middle and secondary level education. Focus, understanding the meaning of concepts and relationships. Nature of learning, active and meaningful. Teaching process, explanation, illustration, and logical sequencing. Learner's role, active receiver. Teacher's role, guide and explainer. Instructional method, explanation, demonstration, illustration. Example, understanding the process of photosynthesis or historical causes. Goal, to develop comprehension and logical understanding. 3. Reflective level of teaching, based on Hunt's teaching model, also known as insightful or problem-solving teaching, proposed by Hunt, used in higher education or advanced learning stages. Focus, reflection, critical thinking, and problem-solving. Nature of learning, deep, creative, and independent. Teaching process, discussion, inquiry, and evaluation. Learner's role, independent thinker and problem solver. Teacher's role, facilitator and co-learner. Instructional method, problem-solving tasks, projects, research work. Example, analyzing social issues, solving real-life problems. Goal, to develop originality, creativity, and rational thinking. Conclusion. These 3 levels represent a progressive journey in teaching learning, from simple recall to complex reasoning. Start from memory, build through understanding, aim to reach reflection. The ultimate aim of teaching is to develop learners' critical thinking, problem-solving ability, and overall personality. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for